Hi friends, this is Dr. Shikha Datta. I'm back with the next video on press release. In the previous video, we discussed about crisis management. Press release must contain some important point and information that has some news value. It must provide all facts and information presented in an objective manner. It should be clear and concise. The Public Relations Department should bear in mind that the information given by the organization has to compete the other news items. Its inclusion depends on availability of space and, more importantly, presentation of contents. A well-written press release will make the expected impact on the readers. Press handouts, less formal press releases, are called press handouts. These are distributed during organizational functions, whether the representatives of the press are also invited. This handout contains useful information about the function that the correspondent can use while preparing his report. Next is newsletter. Newsletters are publications meant for a smaller readership and is focused on only one topic. They may be typed or written and then enclosed or typed or printed by offset on one or more loose sheets. It is very common for professional bodies and institutions and organizations to bring out newsletters. They have regular subscribers who can avail of this through mail or persons. Today's newsletters are available on the internet. Newsletters may be for internal or external circulation. The former will carry information about topic of interest to the personnel, and the latter will carry information about market condition, price fluctuations, mergers, expansion plan, and financial status of the organization. Next is press conferences. Press conference provide an opportunity for the organization to communicate directly with the representatives of the press. They in turn present the news to the public. Press conference is to be held only if the organization has to give out some important news. It may be about the launch of a new product, branching into new areas, and change of hands at the senior most level, clarification of some rumors, and so on. Now, the Public Relations Department organizes the press conference, and also it has to take care of the invitation, venue, duration, and refreshments, and the chief executive of the company or a senior executive, the head of the department, connected, and public relations executive have to be present at the conference. At the press conference, we'll have an interactive session. The representatives of the organization must be well prepared to answer questions from correspondents. It is better to communicate even unpleasant information rather than refrain from doing so. The presentation of the information and the manner in which the questions are handled must make an impact on the representatives of the press. Next, we are going to talk uh, on public relation is everything that is planned to improve mutual understanding between an organizations and all with whom it comes into contact within and outside the organization. Therefore, it focuses on broadening the sphere of influence of the organizations by appropriate publicity, advertising, exhibition, conferences, and therefore these are all important factors for PR. What is now public? How to write the press release? That is most important to know now. A press release is a tool made to announce something that is newsworthy in the most objective way possible. The whole purpose of a press release is to get coverage and get noticed by a target audience. What press release do actually? Press release are the most cost effective way of building awareness about your business and what you do. That is, the press releases have more credibility than paid advertising regarded as news aid and are often delivered by means of a third party, that is a newspaper, creating the impression of an endorsement. Writing a press release requires the following ways. First is headline. It provides headlines, and also it requires subhead. It's required. Dateline, mention the date, month, and the year of publishing press release. Next is complete one introduction paragraph. Brief and useful information about your organization is a core business function and the process. And then you have to say what will be the format of a press release. There are two examples are given. You can refer to those examples. First is keep the total length under 2 pages. Ideally 400 to 500 words. Avoid using we or you. Use a standard font such as Times New Roman or Calibri, or bodies larger headlines. Body text should be single space with one line of space between paragraphs. Use standard 1-inch margins and white paper. Next, how to write a good press release. Now, this is important to know because what is about and what is the actual news, when does the event happen, what does this event take place, when this is news. So these are the important things that one should understand to write press release. So there should be eye-catching headlines. Make an unusual headline that makes a powerful influence on the journalist or reader and force them to read the press release anyway. So draft, make a gist of your work. It would help the journalist to make an estimate of your your curiosity and how to make it, that what is the purpose of doing. One has to give the contact and a press release responsibly, that is must finish press release with the sentence further information. Please contact at the following, that you give your mobile number, email address, and any other number or address on which you can communicate. So these are the most important things, and which you can refer, which it is there in the examples. You can just check and you can do for your homework. Thank you so much.